If I may, we're sort of moving into the last sort of 5 or 6 minutes of the program, but we'll take one more question here, which comes from Abdullah Yasser Saab. And he writes, "Dear brothers, Assalamu alaikum." He's enjoying the programs, which are Faith Matters. I wanted to hear an explanation of the meaning of testimony. Thank you very much. Jahangir Saab.
Well, if he means religious testimony,
I think
then that would be the Shahada. It's bearing witness or testifying to the fact that God is the only one to be worshipped, and that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his servant and messenger. But if on the other hand he means it in the juridical sense, that would be bearing witness in court, for example. And perhaps what he means there is the usual question which is raised, which is that how come in Islam you're said that you can bring forth a male witness or 2 female witnesses? Why is that? Why 2 female witnesses instead of a male, if you can't find a male witness? So does that not mean that the witness of the testimony of a lady is half in value of that of a man? But actually this is a fallacy. It's actually the witness or testimony of one woman which is taken. The other one is there only to remind her, and the reason being that men, usually the people who will be talking about these things, they will be meeting in society because they go out to work, so they'll meet each other. They'll have opportunities to talk about something that they have to bear witness to, like a transaction, for example. That was the specific reason why 2 witnesses needed to be taken for that, either 2 men or 1 man and two women. But if there's only one lady who is bearing witness, she will perhaps not be going out into the men's world so much. She will not perhaps meet the other witness so often, so that she will not be reminded either of the matter. So Allah creates that environment for her by bringing in another lady whom she will be meeting, and so they can discuss it. And also we have to remember that when a lady goes into like courts and places like that, it's usually a male-dominated area. So she might feel perhaps a little bit taken aback going in on her own into that milieu. So God says, give another lady to her, to be with her, to create an environment of ease for her as well. So there's a lot of wisdom, in the way Allah has presented this. But we must remember that the testimony is of one lady, and the other one is there to remind her in case she errs in anything, so that she has her environment, her milieu with her.
Indeed. Tars, very briefly, you had a...
Okay, well, I'm going to take it to the other side.
Yeah.
It's interesting that he came to that
Well, you
conclusion.
are sitting on the other side of the table, so...
I mean, I'm taking it from the other side that he mentioned about the Shahadat. Because sometimes there is a hadith of the Holy Prophet Muhammad that if anybody bears the Shahadat, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu, they will go straight to heaven. Now, the Holy Prophet also made it very clear, it's not just the mere words of reciting the Shahadat, but what it means is that you are bearing witness that you believe in God, which means that you have to put God first before everything and everyone else. And whatever God tells us also comes into this. You can't say, I bear witness with God, but I'm not going to follow you, I'm not going to believe in you. You're bearing witness that you believe in God and you believe in Muhammad as his messenger and servant, which means that wherever the Holy Prophet Muhammad has guided us. So this is a true essence of Shahada. It's not just a mere recitation of a few lines, but that you truly believe it in your heart, that you believe wholeheartedly that there is a God, and whatever Allah has instructed us, or whatever the Holy Prophet Muhammad has instructed us, that I will follow. If you do that, then alhamdulillah, you're a true Muslim, and you should go to heaven, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah, gentlemen, for your answers there. And I think, Abdullah Saab, I hope we've managed to answer sort of both sides of the question quite comprehensively, in terms of the question you asked about Shahada, about testimony. But if there are any other questions you have, you know the email address. And I know we're coming very much to the end of the program now, and if I may take this opportunity to thank all 3 of you for your very detailed, comprehensive answers to the questions. Each question, I'm sure you'd agree, was, whilst itself may have been a short one to ask, required quite a detailed response indeed. At times I felt we could probably do a program in itself on each one. But Jazakallah to all 3 of you once again for your very scholarly contributions. And of course, dear viewers, thank you to all of you for your contributions. Without you, Faith Matters would not be the program it is. And a reminder for you once again, for those who need to know it, the email address to write in on your questions is faithmatters@mta.tv. That's faithmatters, one word, @mta.tv. And for those of you looking to use the fax, it's 44 for the UK, 208 687 8037. I'll repeat that again. It's 44 for the UK, 208 687 8037. One other point just to bring to your attention, if I may, in closing, is that we have received a lot of questions and we have given quite a substantial number of answers on the questions which have been raised, and you'll be pleased to hear that these answers are now available on youtube.com. And for those of you going onto the web, the address there is youtube.com/MTA Online 1. That's youtube.com/MTA Online 1. That's the YouTube address. Do go in, give us your comments, your thoughts, but most importantly, carry on watching on Faith Matters. It falls upon me once again to thank the panel and, of course, viewers to you at home. Jazakumullah, God bless you for watching Faith Matters, and until the next time, from all of us here to you at home, a very warm Assalamu alaikum.